Did you know your car is detuned from the factory? Well, this is the reason why. When manufacturers design, build and test an engine, they push the boundaries and build the best possible engine they can. They put millions of pounds into research and development. For example, when you're a big company like BMW and Audi, you want to create the best engines possible to stay ahead of the competitors. And for pride's sake too, right? Well, yes, this is exactly what they do. However, to them be able to sell their cars, they have to fall in line with very heavy and strict regulations set out by the European government and council. This includes emission standards, which is super strict for manufacturers, and if they don't comply, they are hit with hundreds of millions of pounds worth of fines. Not only that, but they also have to consider extreme climates and fuel qualities in certain countries, and depending on the class of car, whether it's a sports car or a standard family sedan, they also have to consider the most average motorist. So as you can tell, it's not easy being a global manufacturer competing in a very competitive market. So with all of that considered, they take their beautiful engines and unfortunately, they have to detune them by a lot. They do this via software by reprogramming the ECU, which is a little computer inside the engine, to ensure it meets all the criteria we talked about. And as a result of this means you get a huge loss in performance and the car just isn't the same to drive as it should be. So now you are not getting the full experience manufacturers want you to. So don't blame the manufacturers, blame regulations. Okay, so we've established that emissions regulations suck. They take away our precious power and make cars less fun to drive. But what if there's a method to gain all that power back without breaking any rules? Well, you see, the regulations aren't anywhere near as strict for us consumers as they are for manufacturers. So this means Chery Tuning are able to offer a stage 1 remap service, and this means we can unrestrict your engine and gain all of that power back.
How dare you!
And also, so we can appease the almighty god of speed, Lightning McQueen. We are able to unlock so much power from your engine solely because it's not being utilized fully by the standard restricted software. With only a few tweaks by our professional remap engineer, your car will gain more horsepower, more torque, less turbo lag, it'll be much more responsive and the car will be a lot more fun to drive overall. Also, our stage 1 remaps do not affect reliability, and the reason for this is because we do not push the engine to its limits. We just make it operate at the levels manufacturers designed it to operate at. So if you want to unrestrict your car and experience your car properly, please visit our website at cherytuning.co.uk and fill in the free quote form with your details in. We will tell you exactly how much power we can gain from your engine and we can get you booked in.